everyone and welcome to another episode of Extinct Freaks Toy Review. And this time we will be featuring the LEGO compatible Quetzalcoatlus. But before we head on with this video, please like, share, and subscribe and hit that notification bell so that you'll be aware of all. Also, do follow us on all our social media platforms, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and Tumblr. I'll see you there, everyone! And now, on with the video! Hello again, everyone, and we have another package here that we're going to open or unbox. I really have no idea what this one is because there's a lot of packages already that I've received for this particular month, and my orders are a bit mixed up. But anyways, I'm really going to open this one up and see what's inside. So let's open this one up, guys. So again, I have sanitized this initially, so if you're going to open it, then of course put some alcohol in it before anything else. And also, if you're going to use a sharp material, please have your mom and your dad or your brother or sister do that for you. Alright, so okay, among the orders, so I remember this one. So among the orders that we have here would be this one, a Therizinosaurus, a bootleg. So this actually just around for, I'm going to show the price later on, but this is around this price. Right? We're not going to go over that because we've already done that. But we have here two other things that I need to show you guys. Here is a Quetzalcoatlus. It's so huge! Oh my god! Oh my god, really? Oh my god. Okay, so here's another one with 5 studs on the back. I don't know what's the difference is. We're going to compare later on, shall we? But first, let's open this two up and let's see. Let's first do some breaks on one and then the other. Alright, so let's first try to make this one first, and then let's go over this one with the studs on the back. Alright, so let's first assemble this one. So we have here a pair of scissors, and we're going to release our Quetzalcoatlus from its bondage. Right, so we have here several parts to this one. So let's count down the number of parts first, right? So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So I'm going to figure out how this is done because it's the first time that I have this one. So we have here probably this one goes here, and then we're going to close it by putting this one here, right? I think that's the correct way to do it. Alright, this needs a little bit of git to it, so roar! Okay, so that one's done, and then let's fix this one up as well. Sometimes if I don't have the muscle to do it, sometimes this is what I do. Well, that's fixed now, and we have here our lower jaw or lower beak. Let's put it here. Cool. And we have here, of course, the head to it. It has a long neck, and then of course it has those claws, really cool, cute claws. I love it. And then of course the wings. So those are all the parts that we have for this one. So insert this one here, and then of course this one here, and that is a done figure for our Quetzalcoatlus. It's so good, it's so huge, and we're going to compare this one and then the other with our custom Quetzalcoatlus later on. Now let's do the other one. So this one has a lighter a golden I guess color, or what do you call this, bronze color on the it looks more like gold here from my end. The camera is not showing it, but let's open this one, let's free it up, and then let's compare with the other Quetzalcoatlus. Let's see if they have the same size, you know, why this one has more studs on the back while the other doesn't. So it has the same number of parts, so it did 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I guess what the difference here really is that this one has an open or a closed loop to it, while this one, similar to the Lego one, has this part instead of a round closed part. Well, so since this one has it already, and this one also has a square part to it, so probably if we're going to use that here and cover it here, that should fit snugly, supposed to be, and then it will still have that crunch to it, right? So we're going to do that, do the same thing here on the other wing, and there you have it. Much easier to place. I just don't know if it's going to last in terms of playability. If I'm going to play it always, I think this one is less stable, I guess. So this one already has the lower jaw or the lower beak already inserted to it, and then all we need to do now here is to place in the wings. So here's the right wing, and then here is the left one. Okay, so now it's time for us to compare both Quetzalcoatluses. So I have adjusted the camera here so that both Quetzalcoatluses will fit the screen, and so we're going to compare in terms of size, right? Size first before anything else, right? So in terms of size, so if we put them side by side here, there's not much of a difference. So even if the other one would have more studs to it, the other would still be the same size in terms the wingspan, the length of the neck, the largeness of the head, and proportions of the legs, and even the details on the scope of the legs, they're the same, right? So it only happens that this one has 5x2 studs and this one has 4x2 studs. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this one 1, 2, 3, 4. So I think if you're going to take a look at it closely, the studs here is adjusted until the ends of the around here, and then of course it ends here on the exact place where the wings would end. So those are the only differences, I guess. Also the colors of the wings and also the patterns are different, right? The patterns also on the head here, I don't know if you can see it, so let's just do this here. The patterns on the head here are quite different as well. This one has a lot more details to it, however this one has a fiery look to it. On the side here, this one has a peacock design here. This one has a peacock design on the side, and this one has the Lego design on the side of the neck or on the side of the head. Both eyes are the same. This one has a yellower bit, this one has a red-orange bit. They both have different signs on the what do you call this, crest. This one has a fire mountain like structure. This one has a more flame like design to it. So those are the main differences of these two Quetzalcoatluses. Let us now compare it with my Quetzalcoatlus, which is the Quetzalcoatlus from Jurassic World Dominion. Alright, so here it is. There's not much to compare really. They're very different in so many ways. This one has a lot of articulations to it. The wings has the wings can even fold to so that this one can walk on all fours. This one has a movable leg to it. What else? This one can move its neck here. It has more details on the scope wise. This one has much more colors put up on both details. All what do you call this? The wingspan, the head portion to it. The eyes are colored differently. So that is my Quetzalcoatlus, at least for Jurassic World Dominion. While these are the two Quetzalcoatluses that I have. They're so big, I love it, and Probably the only thing that I would suggest for these two would be, aside from more articulation, they could have made different colors of this particular product. Instead of just putting more studs on the other, then why not put more details on this one instead, right? But anyways, I do realize that there's another variant for this one, a black Quetzalcoatlus, but I wasn't able to purchase on that one anymore. But nonetheless, it would probably still look like this, and the details and also the overall scope on that one would be also the same. All right, so in terms of articulation, it's pretty much the same because it has a ratchet joint, but other than the wings being very very articulated on the shoulder part, that's pretty much it. So if I'm going to give this one a score, since this is a new toy for me, I'm going to be very kind. So I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. An 8 because the plastic feel to it is not very it's not as good as with other bootleg figures that I've seen so far. The articulation on the beak is quite loose, to be honest, but nonetheless, other than that, it's a really good sculpt, and it is after the it's the same sculpt that is from the Lego figure. And that's it for our unboxing and review video, guys, for now on our Quetzalcoatlus. I hope you enjoyed this one, and I'll see you on the next Extinct Breeds review. And as we always would say, let your inner dino breed roar. Thanks everyone, bye.